ain't here to sell you nothing. I'm here to light it up. Where the rules get bent and the playbooks burn. That's where you'll find me.
Hey there, trail trekkers and tall tale seekers. I'm Montana Max, your Bigfoot buddy and full-time outlaw gear mascot. This is the 406 Life, where we wander wild Montana, swap stories, and dig up the legends, laughs, and locals that make this state magic. Grab your boots and your sense of adventure. Let's get a little lost together. This episode's powered by Outlaw Gear, where rebels get their style. Want to look legendary? Mosey over to I'mAnOutlaw.com and claim your outlaw status. Welcome back to the 406 Life. I'm your host, Montana Max, bringing you the legends, lore, and little-known tales of Big Sky country. Today, we're diving deep into one of the Old West's enduring mysteries, Henry Plummer. Was he a lawman gone bad, or a victim of frontier paranoia? And of course, we'll sprinkle in some Bigfoot jokes, because if evidence against Plummer is as scarce as a Sasquatch sighting, we might as well have some fun while we chase shadows. Born around 1832 in Addison, Maine, William Henry Handy Plummer was the youngest of 6. His father died when Henry was a teen, and by age 19 he was westbound, dreaming of gold, adventure, and maybe a little fame. He tweaked his surname to Plummer along the way. Think of it as frontier rebranding, like slapping a neon sign on your saloon. By 1854, Plummer had panned enough gold to own a mine, a ranch, and even a bakery in Nevada City, California. Elected city marshal in '56, he was a rising star, so much so that some urged him to run for state legislature. But then, in September 1857, he shot John Vetter in what Plummer insisted was a self-defense case protecting Vetter's abused wife. Convicted of second-degree murder, he was sent to San Quentin, only to be pardoned in August 1859 on health grounds. Tuberculosis was the culprit, arguably the only disease more feared back then than running out of whiskey on a cold Montana night. In 1861, on his way back east, Plummer paused at Sun River Mission to help defend it from hostile Indian raids, alongside horse dealer Jack Cleveland. Soon both fell for the same woman, Electa Bryan of the Mission family, and Plummer won her hand after Cleveland challenged him and lost. With gold discovered at Bannock just downriver, Plummer decided to head there to fund his new marriage, leaving Electa behind until he struck it rich. Ready for your next Montana home? Visit mostwantedrealestate.net, because that's how the West is sold. Arriving in Bannock in January 1863, Plummer quickly gained a reputation for fairness and courage. In May, he was elected sheriff of the Bannock Mining District, badge and all. He even signed hotel registers in Lewiston during this time, evidence he was traveling official routes. Though why any road agent would sign in your guest book is beyond me. You'd think they'd at least use an alias, Sasquatch McTracks. Anyone? From October through December 1863, stagecoach robberies exploded across the territory. On October 13th, merchant Lloyd Magruder, carrying $12,000 in gold dust, was ambushed and killed along with 4 companions by Chris Lowry and his gang. October 26th, a Peabody and Caldwell coach was held up between Rattlesnake Ranch and Bannock, with the robbers escaping with $80,000 in gold and another $1,500 in banknotes. Early December, would-be assassins targeted prominent businessman Anton Holter, and several pack trains were raided at Blacktail Deer Creek and Rock Creek. All of these brazen crimes took place right under Sheriff Plummer's nose, or so the rumors claimed. His deputies, Buck Stinson and Ned Ray, were also implicated, and the outlaw gang's nickname, the Innocents, dripped with irony. On December 19, 1863, Hundreds of miners convened an impromptu miners' court in Virginia City to try George Ives for the murder of Nicholas Thibault, a Dutch immigrant. Prosecuted by Wilbur F. Sanders, Ives was convicted and hanged on the 21st. It was a scene straight out of a dime novel: open-air trial, rough-hewn gallows, and thunderous miner reaction. 2 days later, on December 23rd, 5 leading citizens, including Sanders, formed the Vigilance Committee of Alder Gulch. Their charge: stamp out the road agents once and for all. They believed Plummer was their kingpin. January 4th, 1864. Captain James Williams's posse captures Erastus, Red Yeager, and George Brown on the Ruby River. Under guard, Yeager confesses, finger-pointing at Plummer as mastermind. Both men are hanged at Lorraine's ranch that same day. If you listen closely in those gulches, you can almost hear Yeager's echoing confession, though some say it's just Bigfoot howling for justice. This episode's powered by Outlaw Gear, where rebels get their style. Want to look legendary? Mosey over to I'mAnOutlaw.com and claim your outlaw status. On January 10th, the vigilantes arrest Plummer, Stinson, and Ray at dawn in Bannock. No formal trial, just a swift hanging on January 11th, 1864. 2 younger gang members were spared to spread the word. One sent back to Bannock, the other to Lewiston. The drop of the noose ended the era of large-scale gold robberies in Alder Gulch, or so the story goes. Fast forward to 1993, when the Montana Historical Society staged a posthumous trial for Plummer. The jury split 6-6, resulting in a mistrial and cementing the ambivalence around his fate. Scholars today remain divided. Guilty camp. Emphasize Yeager's confession, patterns of robberies, and Plummer's occasional coldness. Innocent camp. Highlight his popularity, lack of direct evidence, and frenetic frontier justice. Plummer's legend has seeped into novels, magazines, and even video games. Ernest Haycox's Alder Gulch paints him as a calculating outlaw. Francis Thompson's 1914 article preserves first-hand merchant accounts. Call of Juarez. Gunslinger resurrects him decades later, though with creative license on his dates. Chasing Plummer's guilt or innocence is a lot like chasing Bigfoot. Piles of shaky evidence, blurry photos, eyewitness tales, but no smoking gun. I've stood beneath the cottonwood tree in Bannock where he was hanged and still can't decide. What do you think? Outlaw, mastermind, or scapegoat of mob justice? Email your theories from the website the406life.com. Or drop comments below or on the blog post. Next time on the 406 Life, we shine a spotlight on Montana's local businesses, the true backbone of our communities. Thanks for riding along the 406 Life Trail with me, Montana Max. If you enjoyed today's tale, hit subscribe, leave us a review, and share with your fellow history buffs and Bigfoot believers. Want more details on Plummer or other episodes? Read the complete blog posts at the406life.com. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and stay wild, Montana. Got a Montana story, business, or unsolved mystery you want on the show? Head to the406life.com and drop me a line. No smoke signals required. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a stomp, stumble, or tall tale. Tell your friends, tell your grandma, heck, tell that guy who swears he saw me near Phillipsburg. I was just hunting for sapphires, and maybe grabbing a brew, all right? Until next time, keep it outrageous, keep it kind, and keep living the 406 life. Montana Max, over and out.
Boots in the gravel, brain like a barrel, ideas popping off like a rodeo rebel. No suit, no script, no play it safe plan. I blaze my own trail like a wildland brand. I'm the voice in the static, the flame in the smoke, the storm on the rise when the safe plan's broke. I don't fit the mold, don't
The 406 Life is powered by Outlaw gear. If it's tough enough for Bigfoot, it's tough enough for you. If your business wants to help fuel the adventure, give us a holler at the406life.com. We'd love to have you on the trail.